Are we like? Is it saying it's live?
Yeah, we're live in the, yeah, what's that they say? Live in effect.
Yeah, live and direct,
Yeah,
or
live and
something like
direct.
that.
Jim Rat Pack here. Larry Olabami Wall and my main man here.
Mr. L Rock.
Yeah, boy. Damien Ashley might join us. Um if he can get round to it. Depends on how long we are here, isn't it, Leon?
Yeah, yeah. I don't
But
think we're gonna
anyway,
be here all night, Damien. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
yeah, man, yeah, man. But yeah, we got a couple topics we want to go through review on the live, And
Definitely, definitely.
what we touching on first, Leon?
Right, we're late to this one. We were supposed to talk about Tyson Fury and Ngannou,
Mm.
but things have escalated now.
Yes,
We moved
yes.
on. We can't live in the past. We can't live in the
We
past
can't, we
now.
can't, we can't, we can't, we can't. Well, we'll
So
touch on the past. We'll touch on the past, but
yeah, we'll touch on the
yeah.
past.
So Usyk and Tyson Fury has been rejigged for the 17th of February, I believe.
Yeah.
Which I find hilarious because I remember when it was first set for the 23rd of December, and Fury was saying to Usyk, "No, you can't change the date. We've got a contract. I'll sue you if you change the date." And then obviously with his below par performance against Ngannou, he's now
Yeah.
changed the date.
Yeah, right, right,
You know
right.
what I mean?
He needs
So,
extra time. He does.
oh, of course. Because let's just segue into the Ngannou fight for a second. He didn't look like he was in the best of shape for that fight. Yeah.
No.
I don't know what your feeling is on it, but for me and for a lot of people, he didn't look in the best of shape for that fight. I think he did minimal training for that fight. I'm
Yeah.
not saying he didn't train, but I don't think he kept him. I don't think he thought Ngannou was going to be a big threat. So I don't think he pulled out all the stops in training.
Hmm.
And even with that said, it looks like he's starting to slow down. The lifestyle he leads, because he doesn't have the best of lifestyles in terms of
No.
being a professional athlete, is starting to
No.
catch up with him.
Mm.
I would say so, and a lot of people would say so as well. I don't know what your feeling is on that.
Yeah, I feel all right. He's always been like, oh, he's not in shape, but he's really fit and this and that. Let's get it straight. Carrying so much fat all your life is not a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is blood flow. This is heart problems. This is diabetes. Like you can only be young and push it for so long
Yeah.
before it becomes a problem. And his lifestyle is, when I'm not gonna fight, kebab shop, pints, whatever,
Coke,
coke.
because it's
Yeah, yeah. He loves a bit of the old bag. He
yeah
loves the old nose bag.
the Peruvian marching powder.
The marching dust. Yeah, yeah. He loves the marching dust. So
yeah.
yeah. You can't sustain that. You can't.
Mm.
But he's gonna need all the time he can get.
Yeah, yeah,
He's gonna need all the
yeah,
time he can get.
yeah.
So
Because
all right, just quickly. Right, he barely beat Francis.
if you think he beat Front, I
Yeah,
personally, I
that's
think
what I'm saying. We're just yeah. We said it was a draw, but we're just saying right.
yeah,
You on
officially he
paper
beat
you won.
Francis. Yeah,
You beat
yeah,
Francis, but only
officially he won.
just.
Yeah,
Only
yeah.
just. What's he looking like now? What's he looking like against Usyk?
Bro, I think Usyk beats him. I've always thought Usyk beats him,
Yeah.
but I always thought it was going to be an extremely hard fight. And while I still think it'll be a hard fight for Usyk, if Usyk is in shape and he's not deteriorating, because we did see him against Daniel Dubois, he was a bit subpar as well.
Mm-mm-mm.
But the difference is, I just think that he lives a better lifestyle. He lives an athlete's lifestyle. He's always in some sort of shape, even when
Yeah.
he's not getting ready for a fight.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're both in decline, but one's in more decline than the other.
Being
So,
Fury.
yeah, meaning Fury is more in decline than Usyk. So, I
Mm-mm.
think that obviously it's a completely different fight to Ngannou. Ngannou was stronger than Fury, hit harder than Fury. Usyk doesn't come with that. What Usyk comes with is movement
Yes.
and a flurry of combinations. I mean, you saw what he did with Anthony Joshua twice.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, schooled him.
Now, Tyson Fury for a big guy can move, but he can't move to Usyk's standards. And the way I saw him against Ngannou, it looks like he's lost that little bit of sharpness. And that little bit is going to make big differences at this stage, at this level. Do you know what I mean? So I see Usyk beating him on points. That's what I feel. And
not knocking him. He can't knock him out.
No, I don't think he's gonna. No. I don't think
so.
He hasn't got that kind of power. I mean, Ngannou couldn't knock him out. Wilder couldn't knock him out. I don't see anyone in the heavyweight division that can knock out Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
But he will. I think he will beat Tyson Fury on points. I just think he will outwork Fury. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, I've noticed that I've noticed a steady decline. First thing I always thought about Fury is his ringmanship and the way he moved around the ring and utilized his body and just moved around. And the last couple fights, I'm not seeing that anymore. I'm not seeing what I once did. He was almost crafty with his movement. Do you know what I mean? It was just enough to put them off and just have them off balance and just. But I don't see that. Even like with Ngannou, I thought he was going to do a lot of that to Ngannou, and he didn't. I don't think he could.
Yeah. Ngannou didn't allow him to.
No, and you got to remember Ngannou's so he's used to moving at any direction at any point, and you can't finesse him with that. You can't finesse him with that. But Usyk, when I saw him against Joshua, he was lovely with it. He frustrated AJ so much. AJ wanted to get at him but couldn't. He just didn't have. He just didn't have it in the artillery. He just didn't have it. So it's a crying shame. But yeah, I think Usyk wins. And like you said, if he points, I think he'll just outwork him. And it's going to be the best of a bad bunch. Yeah, if they're both out of shape.
Well, I don't think Usyk will be out of shape, but I do think he's declining. I think with that, although I say that, but it wasn't that he looked really bad against Dubois, but the body shot that everyone was arguing about, even though it was a low blow, I think it wasn't the lowest of low blows. And the way he could have been acting, but if he wasn't, then the way it took a toll on him, it's a bit suspect. It's a bit suspect. But
in saying that, sometimes the most minor thing can really upset you. Do you know what I mean? You can have a football smashed into your balls, and you're like, but you're all right. Or you could have just a little, knock. Like just knock, and you're like, I'm gone, and it's going up your stomach, and the pain, and you just can't recover quick enough. It's true. Possible. That's true. It's possible. It's everyone expects it to be like an actual Budov straight, and he's gone. You just don't know, do you? You don't know.
Yeah, no, you're right. 100%. So we're walking into a few unknowns with this fight. But, my opinion is that Usyk wins on points, but it wouldn't surprise me if Fury wins. It's not that kind of fight where
he's got it in him.
Oh yeah.
He's always got it in him. Yeah, he's always got it in him.
100%. So let's see. I just hope that people just quieten down with this whole Tyson Fury is the greatest of all time, or he's even in that conversation, because he's not. He's a good fighter, but let's get it right. Muhammad Ali, Joe Louis, Mike Tyson. I'm just using those three names, but there could be more. Probably Holyfield is included in that. Probably Larry Holmes. But they had 20 odd, I think, title fights against different people, right? They basically cleaned out the division in their era, in the best when they were at their best, right? Tyson Fury's had 6 world title fights, 3 against the same guy. Let's put that in perspective. That is not.
You're right.
That is not clearing out your era. Like your the heavyweight division in your era. They're not even close.
No.
So let's stop all this nonsense about he's in the
mhm.
conversation of greatest of all time. Nowhere near. Nowhere
Yeah.
near. He's
Yeah,
not in
yeah,
even the
yeah,
top
yeah.
20 for me. That doesn't even come close. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Even Lennox, I think's had about 16. He cleared out his division at his, when he was boxing. That's why he's in a conversation with greatest of all time. You know what I mean? So, because a lot of people like to do this, oh, well, if he fought so-and-so, but those are all theoretical things that you never know how they would go, but you have to
Yeah,
go by
yeah,
what's on paper. And what's
yeah.
on paper is the amount of world title fights they've had
Mm,
and who
mm.
against. You know what I mean? So,
And they used
yeah,
to
man.
fight often.
Say that again.
They used to fight a lot more within a
100%.
year.
100%. 100.
Because
In
I
fact, I
remember
saw.
Chris Eubank was saying that the other day. He's like, these guys, they'll have a fight, rest for 8 months, a
Yeah,
year, come
yeah.
back. He said that was fighting all the time.
I even saw Oscar De La Hoya post something about how people should go back to the 90s fights, the
Mm,
90s era fighters, and fight, 4 or 5 times a year,
yeah,
even at
yeah.
championship level. Do you know what I mean? He said he'll
hmm
pay people to do that, but
Yeah.
no one's doing that. No one's doing that, man.
No,
Everyone's waiting for
no.
the big payday.
Right,
You know what
right,
I mean? And they're
right.
not taking any
That's it.
risks in the meantime.
No. All right,
Yeah,
all right. So we say Usyk. Our prediction is Usyk's got that one.
yeah, we think, yeah,
All
okay.
right, all
Yeah,
right, all right. So
yeah.
let's move on then to Anthony Joshua,
Yes.
the man in the
So,
moment, the golden child, the sweet boy, the poster pin-up.
well, I don't know about that. He's
No,
definitely
but
not
you
that.
know,
He ain't been
the
that
girl
for a
them
while.
sugar. Yeah, for
But
real, for real.
he's fighting Otto Wallin on December 23rd, the original date for the Tyson Fury fight. But the Saudis have got quite a big card, and they've got 2 of the guys who should be fighting each other on that card, as far as I'm concerned, fighting separate fights on the same card. So you've got Anthony Joshua fighting Otto Wallin, a former Tyson Fury opponent. And then you've got Wilder fighting Joseph Parker, who was a former I think he had the WBO title at one point. And he fought Joshua as well. Had a contentious loss against Dylan White. So they're fighting on the same card. Now, I don't understand, and a lot of people don't understand why. If they're on the same card fighting different people, why couldn't they get it together and make them fight each other? This is part and parcel of what we were just talking about the best not
Yeah,
fighting each other, right?
yeah,
This is
yeah.
a fight that we've been waiting years to see, and it's like, okay, we'll tease you lot by having them lot on the same card, but they're fighting
Yeah.
different people. Well, like, what's the
Do you
point?
think they're queuing it up for next? They
Yeah,
both
because
win their respective matches, and then that's money in the future as well.
yes, they are, but there's nothing been said about that. So there's no one
Right.
saying, oh, if they beat
Yeah.
their different opponents, that they'll get together on the next show. No one's saying that. So
No.
for me, and the hold up is Anthony Joshua's side. I'm not saying it's Anthony Joshua, but it's definitely his team and Eddie Hearn, because Wilder has been very, very firm on wanting this fight.
Yeah.
He's even. I mean, even when they did when they were at the press conference for this show, he even went up to Joshua, shook his hand. He's trying to be nice so he can get this fight. He wants this fight.
Let's
know
do
what I mean?
it.
Let's do it. I mean, I don't understand what the hold up is. There's plenty of money on the table. That money is not a problem. It's in the Saudis. The Saudis have the money. That is not a problem. So what is holding this fight up? And Deontay Wilder wants to fight. So you can only guess it's Anthony Joshua's side. And I'm not saying it's Anthony Joshua himself. It's Eddie Hearn and whoever. For whatever reason, I don't know what the reason is.
Maybe they think he's gonna get banged up and he won't be the cash cow. They want a bit more.
Listen, it's not like they haven't made enough money out of Joshua already. Like, come on, man.
For real.
Like,
for real.
How much money you want to make off a man? Honestly, like, come on.
Yeah,
You've made more than enough money off of Joshua. Joshua's made more than enough money. If it's time to the cash cow to take a seat, then so be it. Do you know what I mean?
Go out with one of the good ones.
Because this is a fight that we all want to see.
I've been wanting to see Deontay Wilder and Joshua, long before even Fury and all that. I didn't even want to see that fight.
Right.
No,
Thank you.
we didn't want
And
that. We wanted
you're not
AJ.
You're not the only one, bro. Me and everyone else included.
Mm.
Before even Fury fought Wilder, that's the fight that we wanted to see.
Yeah.
That's the fight.
Yeah.
And there was a time, at that time, I would have picked Joshua to win.
Yeah.
Now, I would pick Wilder.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Same.
Because
Do we believe he's washed though?
who?
AJ, is he washed?
I wouldn't say. I think mentally he's not there.
Right.
I think mentally, because I don't know if you saw the press conference, but Jarrell Miller's fighting on the same card.
Yes.
Jarrell Miller's fighting Daniel Dubois. Now,
Yeah.
Jarrell Miller was meant to fight AJ at some point. Remember, then he failed the drug test, right?
Yeah.
But he was giving it the verbals to Anthony Joshua, and Anthony Joshua looked rattled.
Oh,
and
he's
not even fighting the Anthony Joshua. Do you know what I mean?
And he looked rattled.
He looked rattled, and bruv, you know, Anthony Joshua is from the ends. Like he's from the streets like us.
Yeah.
Like he could cuss a man. Like you could run him, and when you got a man like who looks like Jarrell Miller, like he's at McDonald's, Burger King, and KFC,
every morning before training.
Like it's easy to run him. To run him. But he's looking there, kind of, not shook, but just like a deer in the headlights kind of thing. Like, do you know what I mean?
Okay.
And I feel like he's lost his edge. And you know yourself, like when you lose your edge, especially in this game at the top, bruv, it's time to call it quits, man. It's time to call it quits. Yeah. And that's why I say I don't think he's washed up in terms of physically. Physically, I think he's still the same Anthony Joshua. I don't think there's any deterioration. You know, he likes to stay in shape and everything. You know what I mean? His body beautiful, all of that. But mentally, he's not right. He's not there anymore, and you can see it. He's mentally unraveling. Yeah, and he's making. I mean, look at the decision he's made now. He's got another trainer. He's got Tyson Fury's old trainer, Ben Davison, in there.
Oh,
like why? You had a good trainer in Derek James. You only had him for a couple of fights, and now you've changed trainer again to Tyson Fury's old trainer. Sorry, like why? Do you see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. What is this? Yeah, what are you looking for? What are you looking for that you're not clear about what you need? By now, we should be well and clear. This is what I need, and you're who I need, and we'll stick with that to the end. Like he's been in the game long enough.
Unless there's a reason to change, and there's not really, because you've only been with that Derek James for a couple of fights. You still need to get into the learn about each other and all of that. But you know what I mean. So I mean, I've always said if I was AJ, and this is no shade on AJ, he's a great fighter. Listen, I talk about Tyson Fury's resume. AJ's got a much better resume than Tyson Fury. Yeah. Much better resume than Tyson Fury. Yeah. So AJ will go down as a great heavyweight. Like, don't get me wrong, even if he retired now. So he's made plenty of money. He's got nothing else to prove, to be honest with you. Do you know what I mean? But you know, he wants to carry on for whatever reason. So in my mind, if you're gonna carry on, you might as well just take the biggest fights that are out there. And right now, that biggest fight that's out there is Wilder. Because think about it, if he beats Wilder, that Fury fight now is juicy, and now you can make a shit load of cash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
that's the only way to go, though, isn't it? Is Wilder and it's Fury.
Yeah. I mean, do I really want to see that again, though? We've seen it 3 times now.
What, Wilder and Fury? Oh, no, I don't want to see that, no.
Yeah.
I'm done. I don't actually care. I'm past it.
Listen, they've had Fury's beaten him twice and they had a draw. We know who the better man is. So I don't need, as entertaining as those fights were, especially the third one. Yeah, I don't need to see them two go out.
I don't think they need to take them kind of punches in their head for what anyway.
Well, that's another reason.
Do you know what I mean? Let's weigh it up. Let's weigh it up.
Yeah.
3 times, 4 times.
Yeah.
Because you know Wilder's hitting. And Fury's hitting. They're taking some knocks.
Yeah.
And every knock could be your last knock. So why risk it? Why risk it?
Exactly.
Why risk it?
Exactly. So
So, but I
yeah.
don't know anything. I don't know much about this Otto Wallin. What can you tell me anything?
He's a decent boxer. He gave Fury a lot of problems. He gave Fury a lot of problems in their fight. I think
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken, he was the one that cut Fury in his eye.
Right.
That really bad cut.
Yeah.
Had Fury in trouble for a couple of rounds. So
Yeah.
he's a decent boxer, but I think if AJ is even 80% of what he was, he beats Otto Wallin relatively comfortably.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I don't see what Otto Wallin leads him to, because Otto Wallin doesn't have the style of, say, Deontay Wilder. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't
Yeah.
see
Yeah. Yeah.
why you're fighting Otto Wallin at this stage. Do you know what I mean?
Do you think
So,
maybe just
yeah.
to assess, where he's at?
But that was what the last fight was supposed to do, right?
Yeah. Yeah. True.
And you're
true.
at the stage now where you're a world championship fighter. You can't be having too many tune-ups. Like, you're already at that stage. Like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
have one tune-up you've had, and now you've got to get on with it.
Yeah. Okay.
How many tune-ups do you need? You know what I mean?
True. True.
You know, you held the world title for 2 times. How many tune-ups you need?
Yeah. Yeah. There is
So,
that. There is that. There is that.
yeah, bro. So, yeah.
So
let's
AJ wins this.
I
AJ
think
wins
he will,
this.
yeah.
Okay. Comfortably.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's that. That's that when it comes to him. What we got next?
Yeah.
Right, we're moving on.
Can we take a pause? Take a pause.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. One moment. How do we take a pause? End the stream.
Oh no, you.
oh. Wait, there was a way. One. I know. I'm terrible. Right. Hold on. I did it before, didn't I? That's how long it's been. That's how long it's been. 1 minute.
I just gotta check on something.
All right, so he's taking a pause. He can come back. But yeah, after this, going into a couple other bits. So we're going to be talking about Diddy, Tiffany Haddish, Jamie Foxx, all in a spot of bother at the moment. All going through some sort of crisis. You know what? I didn't even see this message where was it jab grab 1 2 3 said boxing promoters have been taking the piss out of fans for many years. Nothing new here. It is what it is. And you are right. I'm gonna say you are correct. There's no two ways about it. It is what it is. I'm just trying to check. Like we haven't gone live for so long. Just checking that volume's all right. Okay, I think he's back. You're back, big boy.
Just have to check on a few things, you know.
No worries.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are we talking about now?
Right. So, which one you want? We got Tiffany, Jamie, Diddy.
Let's
should we
talk
start
about
with?
Tiffany first, because we just found out about Tiffany.
Tiffany. All right. So,
yeah.
For those who don't know, Tiffany Haddish arrested DUI, Beverly Hills, found asleep behind the wheel of a car while it was still running in the middle of the street. So she can't even say nothing. She's in trouble.
Yeah.
She's in trouble.
But she's in trouble, but it's Tiffany Haddish. She's an A-lister. Yeah. You know how this goes.
Yeah. I don't think anyone expects anything different from her anyway.
You know what? Speaking
because she's mad.
Speaking about being mentally unraveling, the last few years, she has been.
Yeah.
She has been. Ever since she and Common split up.
Common saw something and he was like, boy, I'm out ski. But remember, like, Common is the original goddamn sugar. You know how much women in Hollywood that Common has run things with?
Bruv.
Cleaned up.
Listen. I worked on the show. You know the last show I worked on, I can't mention what it is.
Yeah.
You know the last show I worked on.
Yeah.
He's in it. And I remember going on there because obviously I got the bar lead and the beard as well.
Yeah, man's doing the common thing, you know, bro. He's not so common.
Common's doing the Larry thing.
Yeah.
Larry and Leon thing. But
yeah,
anyway,
he's done now.
So I go into makeup and they start talking about, oh, you look just like Common. And they start talking about Common and how good looking he is and this and that and red. I'm just like, okay, like, you know what I mean? Like, but it just goes to your point that, yeah, he is the original Get 'em Sugar. And the thing is, he doesn't play to that. Like, what I like about him is he's a man's man still.
Yeah. He's not a sleazeball with it.
Yeah.
He's just like, but that's what it is. He's just cool. He's just cool. He's just like, boy, you know, this is what I do, but I'm not running around, you know, being a scumbag like my name's Cisco or something. You know what I mean? You know, one of those. But yeah, like Tiffany is all in the Daily Mail, and like just quickly, it was saying she was found slumped in the driver's seat. She was on Beverly Hills Drive, where the store, Factory Barn, and Sephora was alone.
Oh, those are big boy shops. Those are people with money shops. You get me?
Yeah, and this was in Georgia, February 2022.
Oh,
same thing.
She might be in a bit of trouble then.
Listen,
because I thought this was the first. And you know they take that stuff serious in America still, even if you are a celebrity, because if someone dies, do you know what I mean? So, well, she could be in a bit of trouble. I'm not saying 100%, but if they decide to throw the book at her, make an example of her, she's in a bit of trouble. You know
so what they're saying is she performed a stand-up set at Laugh Factory on Sunset Boulevard, West Hollywood, club's 43rd annual free Thanksgiving, and that's where she was coming from. And so she's just been up to no good now. Drinking and driving is never the way, people.
Bruv.
But you know, I'm not a big fan of Tiffany Haddish at all.
I'm not as well.
I think
I don't see the appeal in terms of comedy. I don't find her that funny. That's all it is. If you're a comedian, you need to be first and foremost funny.
Yeah.
And I don't find her funny in the least bit.
She's not funny. She's not. I don't think she's. She's like Leslie.
Do you know what is? Wallahi, I was thinking her name as you said it.
Yeah.
I was thinking her name as you said.
What's it? Is it Joseph? Leslie Joseph? What's her surname?
Leslie Jones.
Leslie Jones. That's it.
Yeah.
Like I just think you're playing the typical stereotypical black woman, which isn't funny anymore. It was funny when we hadn't seen it on the big screen 20 odd years ago. It's not funny. Like what you're doing isn't funny. It's rubbish. Shall I tell you who's funny? I'll tell you who's funny. People might not agree with me. What's her name? What's the fat white woman's name?
What kind of...
No, what's her name? What's that woman? Oh my God. She was in... my memory is bad, you know, bro. What's that thing with Sandra Bullock and her when they teamed up?
Melissa McCarthy.
Her.
She's funny.
Funny bones. No, but she's funny in her own right, if you know what I mean. She's taking comedy her way.
Lately, I've not seen her in great stuff, but she is funny.
Not now. We're talking more historically. But what I'm saying is, it's not even so much that she's her own. Do you know what I mean? She's not doing the Leslie and the Tiffany Haddish. You can swap them; they're interchangeable. Like as characters, they're interchangeable. Is what I'm saying is they haven't got their own niche. They're just dry. They're just dry.
And I think hello, Leon, where you've gone? Where have you gone? Did Tiffany Haddish take you off the feed? Oh man.
Yeah, it's like
there he is. I thought Tiffany Haddish took you off the stream, bruv.
yeah, the Tiffany Haddish gremlins.
But I was saying, because Melissa McCarthy at one point, she was really, really fat. Really fat.
Really, yeah.
But she like you said, she made her own niche, and now she's lost quite a lot of weight.
She's not funny. Heavy, but she's not funny though in the same way.
Yeah, not in the same way. Not in the same way. And
the fatter she was, the funnier she was.
I think she's got to find a way of reconnecting with her audience. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'll tell you a comedian, a white comedian who has been cropping up on the news quite lately because of the whole Hamas Israel thing. But she is not funny. I've never found her funny. Amy Schumer. She's like nothing. Like a white version of Tiffany Haddish and Leslie.
Yeah, gets like, nothing.
Not funny at all. I don't see the appeal. I really don't see the appeal.
No.
You're not.
And they pushed her. They pushed her. They really gave her a leg up and pushed her into the eye of the people. And she's still not funny. She's still not funny. Oh, bloody Roseanne Barr is probably funnier than she is still.
Yeah. Listen, back in the day, I actually used to like Roseanne Barr stuff.
Roseanne was funny.
She was funny. She was funny. Yeah.
She was funny. She was funny. Like there's certain people
but
they
Tiffany
just need
Haddish, to. You got listen. See a therapist. Do what you need to do to stay out of trouble, man. Because it's not about and being in a public eye, they're gonna come after you even more. So is it worth it? Like sort out whatever demons you're. And I mean this in the real. Whatever demons you're battling, because every one of us is battling demons of some
right.
Whatever demons you're battling, put that battle first before anything. Do you know what I mean? Like forget the fame game, forget the all of that. Sort yourself out first, because
that's it.
Ultimately, that's gonna come to the fore if you don't, as it is now. You know what I mean? So that's my advice for anyone.
Well, that's it.
If anyone knows, a lot of my history is on the internet for everyone to see. That's why I don't shy away from it. But I also know this man was also faced these demons. I've known him for a long time, but we've had to battle them demons.
Some dark places, but you can't drink it and smoke it away.
Right. And
you can't.
We're still battling demons. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
We're in battle to the day we're in the grave.
It
is what it is. But try and face those demons and don't ignore it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Haddish is gonna have to do now. Whatever she's going through, she's gonna have to find a way to get through it, man. Because I don't like seeing this kind of stuff, especially with celebrities that work their way up, whether we find her funny or not.
No,
she's worked her way up. She wasn't given it in a silver platter. She's worked her way up, and now can be seen to be pissing it away, kind of thing. So
well, she was living in a car one time.
Yeah.
She was in a car. I remember before I saw, I think, on the Breakfast Club that she was living in a car. Like when you come from there, like we have. Ain't come from a car, but we've come from nothing. You need to value. Do you know what I mean? She doesn't. You see, taking it for granted now at that place. Not everybody can handle success and money. Not everyone can handle it. Not everyone's built for it. Do you know what I mean? Like you're no Kevin Hart.
Speaking of which, he's the one that took her under his wing.
Oh yeah. He put her
took her under his wing. He's the one that's really responsible for a lot of her success.
Yeah, definitely. But well, she's gonna be responsible for her demise if she doesn't fix up. So Tiffany, give us a bell. Do you know what I mean? I'll give you some coaching, life coaching or something. It's all right, man. 1-to-1. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, from them to Mr. Jamie Foxx.
Boy,
You heard about this?
I heard a little something about this. I heard he's being
So he's being
done
sued for
sued. That's
alleged
it.
sexual assault in the New York bar.
I think we need to use the term essay. We don't,
Oh yeah,
algorithm and all that.
essay, algorithm and all that. Oh, once again,
Yeah.
they're identified as Jane Doe.
Oh, so they're not going to show her real name.
No. So let me just read this quickly. According
Yeah.
to the suit, the woman and a friend were seated at the table next to Fox and Mark Burnham, the owner of the bar, around 1 a.m. The woman's friend got up and asked Fox for a photo. Fox agreed. They took several photos. Fox began complimenting the plaintiff, according to the suit, saying, "Wow, you have a supermodel body and you smell so good." This union alleges he then took her by the arm and led her to a more secluded part of the rooftop where he groped her breasts underneath her crop top. The suit states that she was caught off guard and tried to step away, but Fox then stuck his hands down her pants and fingers and vagina and anus and all sorts.
What?
Yeah, that's what it's saying. That's what the person's
It
saying.
says anus.
It's saying that. And this is coming for you from Variety.
Oh my God.
Variety. The lawsuit seeks compensation for pain, suffering, emotional distress, anxiety, humiliation. When did this happen? 2020. Yeah.
It's supposed to have happened in 2020.
Yeah, wait, it didn't. Oh, no. 2015, sorry. 2015. So we're here again, Larry. We're here with that same old why now? We've had the Me Too movement. We've had the Bill Cosby. Go on.
I know why now, and we're going to touch on P. Diddy, another thing that happened really.
Oh, yeah.
The reason why it's happening, I did read, is that New York have got this new law where they're allowing, I think, cases that you can't bring forward anymore. They're giving them a year's kind of amnesty to come forward. That's why you're seeing a slew of cases. Like even I heard Axl Rose is getting done. I heard Cuba Gooding Jr. is getting done again. Well, he already got done before.
Yeah,
getting done again. Wow. A whole heap of cases have now come forward because of this law.
Right.
But again, I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm not saying it did happen. But why are you taking so? It's 2015. This was supposed to have happened. Like we all know about stuff like this now. You're supposed to go to the police.
Yeah.
Like you know what he's doing is wrong. Go straight to the police. Why are we waiting 8 years? Because this is what happens when you wait so long. People are not going to necessarily believe you. Yeah. And all this believe all women. No, that's not right. Because how many men have been done unjustly?
Yeah.
Because of that stance. Have been accused falsely. And we know about it. And that's just the ones that we know about.
Yeah.
So,
and the thing is,
you say this all the time. Like, why can't you go straight to the police?
Yeah. I just want to know why. Like in this day and age, I get it historically. I get, like before the Harvey Weinstein and the Bill Cosby, like even before the Me Too movement, I get it. But now we're in a place where you can just come onto, even if it was social media tomorrow, and say, Jamie Foxx did this. I was just at the club last night, blah, 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 blah.
Well, it's 2015. Even that when did the Me Too movement start? Because Me Too movement was
around
after
then.
2015.
Yeah, was it?
I think it was after. But,
I don't know.
Well, whenever it was, the point is, it was 2015. We all had better knowledge about SA and celebrities and so on and so forth, and knowing that you can go to the police and it will be taken seriously. By 2015, we all knew that.
Yeah.
So
you might have had a better shot.
Yeah.
Because so many women have come unstuck for lying that that's the problem now. There's been so many lies told that people that it have been victims. They're not believed, or too many people crying wolf.
Because as you're describing everything that's taking place, as you see, my eyes were just like, whoa. When you mentioned the
Yeah,
anus part, I was like, whoa,
yeah, like what the
like
hell?
what the hell?
Yeah.
Like, because Jamie Foxx is not only is he a rich man, but he's not a bad looking guy. I'm quite
Mm,
sure he can
mm,
get pretty much any woman he wants.
mm-hmm.
So, and I'm not trying to say he wouldn't do something like that, but the way I see him, I don't know him, but what I see of him in the public eye, he doesn't strike me as that kind of guy.
Yeah.
Like, even when he interacts with other celebrities who are golden, like Denzel, for instance. Like, we all know Denzel doesn't involve himself in nonsense like that. And he interacts with Jamie on a wicked level. And you would think that he would suss something like that. But I don't see it. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I just don't know how you let something, if you've been violated, why does it take 7, 8 years? Like I'm still trying to get a year, maybe 2 years. Just like I don't know, in and in, but make a decision. You got to make a decision. You either feel violated and you need to tell everybody, or you take it to the grave. Do you know what I mean? It's just this historical, because it doesn't help. How are they going to prove that they was in a club and he put his hand down the trousers? How are you ever going to prove that? Like from 8 years ago, the camera footage would be gone. Witnesses might all be sketchy. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So if they're not promoting, say it. Like, shut it down now as it happens. They need to start promoting. If something happens now, say it happens. Like now. Do you know what I mean? I'm still in the club and he's here and this is what he's done. Do you know what I mean? Like this historical. It's just too much. It's just too much.
Yeah.
And but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? He's just another one, isn't it? And there was something, because Andrew Tate said something. Not really talking about Andrew Tate, but what he's saying is, if you go to your average guy, yeah, and ring up every female he ever interacted with, would people say, and they were given the chance of some money, would they say something against you? Like, what, like that female that you wronged. And when I say wronged, I don't mean no big wrong. It's just like, oh yeah, we're gonna be something, and you're not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just made them feel like an idiot. But and especially if you're in the eye, how many people do you come in contact with?
It's true.
And
it's true.
And we know there's mad people out there. They will make up lies for some dough.
Yeah.
They'll make up lies for those. So you go to every single person, blah blah blah. You just don't know. You don't know.
Sure.
So
it's true. And I mean, there's people that we're gonna talk about in a minute that we might think one way or the other, and then people like Jamie Foxx, where again I don't know the guy, he could be guilty, but he doesn't strike me from his public persona as being that kind of guy. Now, I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But this is exactly why, as you said, Leon, people need to be reporting this as soon as shit happens.
Yeah. Look at Terry Crews. When he got felt up, straight away he's onto it. Like, obviously he got a lot of backlash for not punching up the brother. But as his own man, he's like, I'm reporting it now.
Yeah.
And like, as much as it takes a lot for a man to do that.
Yeah.
It takes a lot for a man. Like, he knew he was going to get a payday or whatever, but it takes a lot for a man to say, right, I'm going straight to the police, right? Today, now, this week. He didn't wait 8 years. If Terry Crews come out and say 8 years ago, this man grabbed up my balls, what would we be saying? What would we be saying, though? That one.
You're an idiot for
right.
waiting 8 years.
Well, what are you waiting 8 years for? Do you know what I mean? No, what are you waiting 8 years for? It doesn't make sense. But yeah, a lot of people are going to start coming unstuck. If that law that you're talking about, this amnesty thing, That's a real something that's happening. For what?
That's what,
See,
bro.
I need to look into that. I don't know nothing about it.
Yeah, all of these. I only read about it today. Remember, all of these cases that I just mentioned just came literally in the last few days. You're talking about P Diddy, Jamie Foxx, Axl Rose, Cuba Gooding Jr. There was another one. Like that's 5 people. All in one day, and they're not nobodies. So how come it's all celebrities all of a sudden?
Yeah, these are main dudes.
Right.
These are main guys.
And some of them you can believe. I mean, we're gonna talk about one in a minute, but Axl Rose, you could probably think, yeah, he was a, you know.
Their man there's sex, drugs, and rock and roll thing. Yeah, no, but they were mad, you know them. Like they really lived that rock star groupies, this, that, like they were really about that life. And don't get me wrong, it was a different time. It was a different time. And you know, not that makes anything right, but I'm just saying, like, Axl Rose is an old man now, you know.
Yeah, very old. Very old.
He's an old man. Why have you been waiting so long? This was probably going to be all 20 years ago, you know.
Probably.
And what I'm saying, once again, ample time to do it. The Me Too movement. Why now? Why now?
Yeah.
But,
well, let's go on to the next one.
What's that? P Diddy. P Diddy.
Let us know what's happening with P Diddy.
Yeah, what is happening with P Diddy?
Well, he got sued by Cassie. Remember Cassie?
Yeah.
The singer. He got a long way to go. So he got sued by her for SA and actually rape. But he managed. He's paid her off. But apparently someone else has come forward now.
Well, remember, he paid her off in one day, you know.
Yeah.
She sued for 30 mil, and in one day, that case went to bed.
Yeah.
Why did it go to bed so quick?
Oh, he paid her off. He paid her off.
He paid her off. He paid her off.
Obviously, Cassie is Cassie, so she would have credibility. She's just not a nobody.
No. And she's saying it with chest as well. She's not even doing it, because she could do it, from behind the scenes. You see how these women are like known as Jane Doe, but she's not doing that. She's doing it with her chest. I'm Cassie, and this is what this brother was doing.
Yeah,
you know. So boy,
and then so now someone else has come forward now as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
With P Diddy.
Okay. Let me have a look.
You got the article.
So, no, I'm just getting it now. So what are they roughly saying, or are you not sure?
Just the article that I read spoke about how obviously the Cassie thing, and he's paid off Cassie, and that's now gone to. But now someone else has come forward, and is taking advantage of this new law to accuse him.
Right.
So have you seen it?
Yeah. I got a little something now. So Sean Diddy Combs, billionaire hip hop mogul, facing the R-word allegations. So Sean Combs, P Diddy, and Diddy. I hate when we know who Diddy is. They start saying that he's a mogul and this and that. You know. So it's saying Combs has been subject to controversy since he emerged in the public eye in 1991. Blah blah blah. Trying to get to where it's really. Cassie settled lawsuit. All right. So all right, it's not really saying much there.
Yeah, well, but someone else has come.
Yeah. So just quickly. Now people were saying, "Oh, why did he pay her off? This, that, blah, blah, blah." There's 2 reasons here. He's a billionaire, you know. You know, he's a billionaire. So 50 grand to us, 20 mil to him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's relative. For something to be shut down, that's not a big money.
Yeah.
For him. That's not a big money for him. So if she asked for 30 and she got 20, she's happy. Do you know what I mean? So so like people were like, "Oh no, he's guilty." I'm not saying he is, but what I am saying is that everywhere he goes, there's destruction.
There's something.
Everyone, when he's linked to Usher, he's linked to the death of Biggie, and you know, like everything
Bro,
around him. Remember
all you have to
J-Lo?
do, look at the bad boy roster. Look at where they all are now.
Right.
None of them. So look at Mace. Don't like it. Mace has every opportunity Mace gets.
Yeah.
He's cussing him. Right.
Yeah. Shine.
Is he took because Shine went to jail for him, innit?
For
Shine
him, yeah.
Shine is now converted to Judaism, I heard.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Loon is now Muslim.
Loon. Yeah.
Loon is a Muslim now, big beard, everything, man.
Yeah,
Loon's a proper Muslim now.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't chat to him. Black Rob dead.
Yeah.
Yes, he paid for his funeral, but he weren't treating him like anything. Craig Mack dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure if I go through more of that roster, they're either dead or not living good.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Where are they? Where are they? Where are they?
At one point, they were calling it the bad boy curse.
Yeah. It's not the bad, it's the Diddy curse. It's the P. Diddy curse because he's cursing them. And then all these, like, these bandit parties and stuff that's going on.
I'm hearing a lot about that. Lately.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? I'm hearing
stories about him and Usher, all sorts going on.
I saw one interview today, actually, funnily enough, but it was an old interview with 50 Cent. How he said when he first came up, Puff Daddy was like, "Yeah, we need to hang out, man. We need to hang out." He goes, "Let's go shopping together. I'll pay for it." And he was like, "What?
Ain't no nigga taking me shopping." That's what he said. I buy my own stuff. but even that, like, how are you gonna tell a man I'm taking you shopping,
bruv? You're my
like, if I'm rich and you're broke,
I'm not taking you shopping.
No. Especially if we're both rich. We're both rich.
Yeah.
If I win the lottery tomorrow, I'm taking you shopping. Yeah, but they're both rich equally.
Yeah.
That is a boy thing, like, I'm taking you shopping. So what does that mean then? What, you're paying for dinner? What, we're gonna hit later? Like, you know them ones. Like, what are they saying? Like, and on that show, what show was it when he started calling Fabulous Daddy? Yeah, Daddy. Did you see that? Yeah, no. There was a few of them at the table. I can't remember who else was there. It's Fabulous, and he goes, "No, it weren't Breakfast Club. It was something else." But he was calling Fabulous Daddy, and it sounded so off key. It was wrong. It was wrong. And from that, 50 was trolling him. 50 trolled him since that.
And then obviously there's the whole Tupac thing that he's alleged to be involved in. Right. I say alleged because,
the whole Keefy D, P Diddy, like, bro, that's what I'm saying.
Trouble follows him everywhere he goes. So this is why I'm not necessarily surprised, and I wouldn't necessarily disbelieve the claims of what I'm, you know what I mean? Like, because I understand what you're saying, like, to settle things, even, let's say you paid their 10 mil, paid Cassie 10 mil. I understand it's not a lot of money to him, but you've got to understand how it looks, the optics. It don't look good. Yeah. It's the same argument I always give with Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson,
yeah. When they say, but he's innocent, and they say, he only settled because blah 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 blah. But I said, but it doesn't look good, because if I'm in that situation, I'm not settling, because then that gives every Tom, Dick, and Harry a way to say, yeah, you probably did do it. Yeah. And I'm not having it. You know what I mean?
This is it.
If I know I didn't do something, even if it looks like I might get birded or whatever, I'm saying it with my chest to the day I die, and I'm not paying no one nothing.
No,
you know what I mean.
I'm not. I will actually go jail. You're not having my money. If I
bro, I'll be like,
I want to go jail, I will pay you.
I'll be like, what's for dinner?
If I don't want to go jail, I will pay you. But yeah, you're not having my money. You're not having my money.
You can't, especially for something like that, like grape or child stuff, or like.
Yeah.
No. No, no,
Can't run.
no.
Can't
Because I
run.
got to look my mum in the eye. I got to look my mum in
Yeah.
the eye, and you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And your
No, no.
sisters. Your
And my
sisters.
sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't work.
No, can't do that.
Can't work.
Can't do that, man.
Can't work.
Can't do that.
Can't work.
So what are you thinking about P Diddy and all? And do you think he did that with Cassie and the
Yeah.
other person that's out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they were talking about he was like bringing man to hit Cassie as well. Like, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like all them kind of parties. But you know he's fruity. We know he's fruity. Like, he's one of those, yeah? He's a sexual deviant by now. You know them ones. Like, you've had it all. So now, let my brethren hit. Like, I'll watch that. Yeah, daddy. Like, he's off key like that. You know, one of those. Like, it's always been. So it's all them kind of things that's been going on. And he's just had to pay the money because there's probably other stuff. And they want her quiet. You know? I think he wants her quiet. Because I want her quiet. You know, but I think he's gonna come unstuck in the end. Something's gonna stick.
100%.
He's been dodging bullets.
Some people think I don't know whether this is true or not, but some people think he was involved in the death of his ex-wife, Kim Porter. Yeah, some people. I've heard the stories. I don't know either way. I don't know. But
yeah,
when these kind of things follow you, and people are thinking that of you, it's got to come from somewhere, right?
Yeah. Why? Why?
Do you know what I mean? Why would they think that of you? Like, it's got to come from somewhere. And that's why I said he's not. He can't be a nice guy. He can't be.
No. Well, they said he was fleecing Biggie at the time. Even when Biggie was at his biggest, he was taking most of the money.
Well, they said before Biggie died, he was going to leave Puffy.
No, we're right.
He was going to leave Puffy.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So,
and he did.
Yeah.
But just not in the way he wanted.
The same thing Mace has got to say about him. That he was fleecing everyone. That's why Mace doesn't get on with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
because Mace was saying he wrote all the songs. He wrote the songs, most of the songs, the hits. Mace did it.
Right.
He weren't even there. Like, weren't even on like like the publishing and them kind of thing there.
Wow.
Like, yeah, just got bumped.
But I've been hearing lately that he's been giving that artist publishing, you know.
Okay.
Maybe he's got a guilty conscience. I've been hearing ever since the whole Keefe D thing came up. I've been hearing that he's been giving his former artists their publishing. So I don't know whether he's got
former what historical publishings.
Yeah.
Historical.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Well, so
he didn't name the artist, but it came from Vlad TV, so he must know.
Yeah, he's got Vlad.
Yeah, he's got the scoop, innit?
PC Vlad. Detective Inspector Vlad. Do you know what I mean? Boy. They're saying he's the one that broke the case, isn't it? The Keefe D.
Yeah. But let's be honest, it was Keefe D that G'd himself up. So
yeah, man. The amount of self-snitching on Vlad TV is all Vlad does is say, "Here's a sword. Feel free to jump on it." That's what he does. That's what Vlad does.
Literally.
Because he'll ask all the questions.
Yeah.
You answer it or you don't answer it.
Yeah.
So he just holds the sword and says, "Yeah, come." You're gonna arrest man because of a YouTube interview. That's mad. But where's Keefe D now? It's gone all quiet. Like what's the whole Keefe D thing now? It's quiet.
Oh no, he's in court. He's going through the process, isn't it? He's going through the process.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so as for P. Diddy, I know he's a wrong'un. I know he's a wrong'un. Too much smoke.
Mm-hmm.
He's quick to put out all the fires, but there's too much smoke around him for too many different bandit stuff. Murder, sex, robbery, money, extortion, all sorts.
The whole shebang.
Like, all right, you could, all right, Leon, the billionaire, yeah, he's a bit fruity. Think he's this. Yeah. All right. But, and the robber, and the murderer, and this, and that, like, everything, though. Do you know what I mean? Like, everything possible.
He's trying to go further than Suge Knight.
Yeah. At least Suge Knight is known for one thing, racking up man and getting his things.
and getting his
That's
money.
what.
That's it.
Right.
That's it.
He ain't
Yeah.
known for, late night rendezvous with Usher. Letting it burn. You know them ones. I think that we should let it burn. Yeah, boy.
Man.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much.
Yeah, there's too much. There's too much.
Yeah,
There's too much.
boy.
If it was
You
one,
just
if it was one or two things, but it's too much. It's
Right.
too
That's why J-Lo bounced quick, minute. Remember, he's linking J-Lo. J-Lo's like, what? What, me? Like, no, honey. No. She was out. She was out. Straight away.
Yeah, man.
But anyway, we move and groove.
We move. This will be our last one. Our last one.
And this is Melissa
Barrera.
Is that her name? Barrera?
Yeah, Melissa Barrera.
That's Melissa.
The start of the last two screen films. Well, one of the stars. Obviously, the other one is General Ortega. But yeah, Melissa Barrera has been fired from the next screen film for posting about the Israel-Hamas conflict and saying that Israel has been committing genocide in Gaza.
Yes.
So I think, is it Spyglass, that are the production company? They took issue with Spyglass. So they took issue with the fact that she called what's happening genocide. That was their focal point. They said because you have misused the word genocide, we don't think it's a genocide. We are firing you. First of all, that shows obviously where Spyglass align themselves with. Yeah. And secondly, I think it's very, very, very unfair for her to be fired in that way. Yeah. I think it's extremely unfair for her to be fired in that way. I mean, there's nothing that she said that the UN haven't said, that many, many organizations in the world haven't said, that other Jews haven't said. So what exactly are you basing your thought process or your opinion on? Do you know what I mean?
This is it.
Like, this is again, this is why I said we know what side of the line they fall on, and that's I mean, well, that's your prerogative. If you want to align yourself with that side, that's cool. Well, it's not. I'm not saying it's cool, but that's your prerogative. But then don't shame someone if they haven't been hateful, if they haven't engaged in hate speech of any sort, and they haven't been derogatory of any kind, then you shouldn't be punishing them for taking a completely different view to yours.
No, definitely.
Do you know what I mean? So I feel it's extremely unfair for her to be fired. At the very least, they could have sat down with her and said, "Look, we don't want to get into this issue." I mean, John Campion said this, so but John Campion made a very good point. He said he wouldn't have fired her. He would have sat her down and said, "Look, we don't want to get into this issue. You represent our company, and so we don't really want you to be getting into this issue." Now, then she can have the choice of saying, "No, sod you. I'm going to keep saying what I'm saying," or say, "Okay, I'll keep it on the back burner for now." But they didn't give her that choice. Do you know what I mean? And again, like I said, she didn't engage in any hate speech. She wasn't being anti-Semitic. No. So I don't see why she needed to be fired. And I think ultimately what they've done is going to end up backfiring on the film, because it's not definitely it's not like she has a fringe opinion. She holds the opinion of at the very least half of the world, and realistically most of the world, being real with you. So you only have to look at the protest marches to see that. So I don't see why she had to be punished in that way. But what do you think?
Well, first of all, here's what she said. First and foremost, I condemn anti-Semitism and Islamophobia. I condemn hate, prejudice of any kind against any group of people. That's what she wrote. As a Latina, a proud Mexican, I feel a responsibility of having a platform that allows me the privilege of being heard. And therefore, I have tried to use it to raise awareness about issues I care about and to lend my voice to those in need. Yeah? Every person on this earth, regardless of race, religion, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation. Uh oh. 1 minute. Uh oh. No, I'm back. I'm back. 1 minute. I just lost the page. But you hear what she said.
That might have been a second statement.
Okay, yeah, yeah, it could be,
I think that's her second statement. After everything hit the fan, I think that was her second statement.
Right.
Yeah, I think that was her second statement.
Okay. All right. Wait. 1 minute. Okay. Clarifying her stance on Israel-Hamas conflict, Herrera said, "I believe people are not the leadership and that no governing body should be above criticism. I pray day and night for no more deaths, for no more violence, and for peaceful coexistence. I will continue to speak out for those that need it the most." So that's what she said.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just think it's ridiculous. I think what did she say really? What did she say? Even if you didn't agree with her, what did she say that was so awful?
That she had to be fired.
Fired. You know. I'm talking, do you remember what it took for the Flash to be fired? Yeah? They stood by him grooming, running off, kidnapping, burglary, and she makes one statement, fired. Really? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. The people they choose to back for all these times, and then she says that, and yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. If it's not some sort of agenda going on here, I don't know what is. You know, why are you trying to shut her up? Look how long it took even for what's the Disney girl? The Disney saying, "Oh, you know, Disney's rubbish and Snow White and blah blah blah."
Oh, but she never actually got fired. That was rubbish. That what they were saying about she got fired because she completed the movie. She never got fired. But
what I'm saying is, my point is, she's still there.
Yeah.
After you know, and I know it's not the same thing, but what I'm saying is, like, this is not the thing you fire someone from. If I work for a company and I come to you and say, "Big to the world, my company's shit," I'll get fired. You know, blood.
Yeah.
I'll get fired.
Well, of course. Of course.
I'll get fired because I'm bringing the company into disrepute and I'm tarnishing their thing. But you know, this it's just some shitty agenda.
I know a lot of people are saying,
right, Larry, where you gone? Wait. I'm gonna reload. No, where's he gone? It's just getting interesting. Well, we'll see if he comes back in. But yeah, as I was saying, I just think it's ridiculous. I just think it's nonsense, really. But while Larry's not here, what's the other news? The other news is that right.
Yeah.
We lost you there.
Yeah, someone's trying to get in contact. So
okay.
Yeah, so
yeah, go on, say what you're saying.
Yeah, so I was going to say that some people like to say that, oh, you know, she's representing the company and obviously the company can have their own private rules, and
Mm.
so on and so forth. But my point is this: she didn't, like you said, she didn't bring the company into disrepute. She just said something that they have a different point of view on, right?
Mm.
So what should have happened is a conversation should have taken place,
Mhm.
and they should have said, right, this is our feeling on it. We don't really want you speaking on it, but if you're going to continue speaking on it, then we're gonna have to part ways. Simple.
Right. Right.
And then the decision could have been made either way, and then it'd all be. I would have said that was fair. I would have said that was
Yeah.
fair. But to
I-
fire her over something as innocuous as what she said, like you read out,
Yeah.
what exactly did she say that was so
Yeah.
wrong?
Yeah.
That was so wrong that she had to be fired.
Where was the gross misconduct?
Frank,
Where was the gross negligence? Nothing of the sort.
like when we spoke earlier on the phone, you mentioned
Mhm.
Susan Sarandon, and yes, I understand why she got dropped by UTA. What
Mm.
she said was a little bit too strong.
Yeah.
I accept that.
Yeah.
I'm sure you accept that as well.
Yeah.
Like, I've
Yeah.
got no problem with them dropping her because I think she was a little too strong in what she said. But
Mhm.
this is nothing. This is how you, in my eyes, this is how you should make a comment on whatever you believe without offending anyone else.
Yes.
This is a good
Balanced.
example of it.
Yeah, balanced.
Yeah,
You're not saying,
balanced,
oh,
exactly.
all this or all that. You're just, it's
Right.
balanced. It's balanced.
Right.
So and she's right. When you are lucky enough to have a platform, you should say something.
Yeah.
And a lot of
Yeah.
people don't. Because they're scared
Yeah.
of losing the bag. The minute
It's
they get scared of
100%.
losing the bag. Yeah.
100%. And you know what?
So,
That's why I respect her even more. Because there's loads of people. There's a certain DJ who's Palestinian. I think you know who it is, who hasn't even said shit about this.
We the best!
A certain
Who's
DJ
we? Who's we?
Palestinian. Yeah?
Bro, he's getting it, They're killing him at the moment out there. Like, they're bro. But it's disgusting.
Bro,
it's
but
disgusting.
He deserves it.
You do.
Because you're not saying nothing because you want to protect your bag. Like,
yeah.
really?
And your bag's already protected.
It's protected.
You make tunes, rude boy. Like, what do you know what I'm saying? No. You make
100%.
songs. You can make a beat anyway and put Rihanna on it and be still, no matter what happens. No matter how
what
it
happens,
ends.
bro.
DJ
So I've got no ratings for him. I don't even want to say his name, but everyone knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what I'm talking about.
The only Palestinian DJ all over the place. All over the place.
And that's why I give Bella Hadid her props. Because she's half Palestinian and she knows, she even said, I know I'm probably going to lose a lot of jobs over this, but you know what? I need to say something.
Bro.
I need to say something.
Bro, if something was happening where you're from, in Nigeria, and you didn't say something, and you had a platform, that's your existence, You're here because of that. You're here because... How can you not fend it?
But even now, as a Muslim, I'm saying something. Because if I don't say something, I've got to meet my creator and I've got to explain myself.
Yeah.
Why I didn't say nothing.
Where was you?
Where you know what I mean?
Where was you in times of need?
Even the little platform that we have, it's still a platform.
No.
So,
and we don't business, There's one person in here, but we don't care. We'll still say.
I'll still say, and listen, and I say it right now with my chest, I stand with Palestine. I don't need to say no more over that. I don't need to say more than that, but I stand with Palestine. Yeah? Now, if that offends you, too bad. I'm sorry, but, I'm not sorry, but, there you go.
Sorry for you. Sorry for them. But he's not sorry.
That's what I'm saying. Like, even me with my little platform, even I can say this. So, like, when you've got the bag already, like, you've got the bag. Like, well, I understand you wanted more, but you've got the bag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But but again, that's why, because this girl, Melissa Barrera, she's not an A-lister. And this could affect her acting career quite. You know what I mean? She might not get another starring role now.
This could be the end.
It could be. Do you know what I mean? But she knows she has to do what's right. She has to
Yeah.
do what's right.
If it
You know
feels
what I mean?
right and you go against it, then you're wrong.
What's
It's
that
as
saying?
simple as that.
What's that saying that they always say, and it's so true? For evil to prevail, they need good men to do nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's you know what I mean?
Yeah, because you're complicit. The minute you say
Yeah.
nothing, you're complicit. You're
Yeah,
complicit. You know.
exactly. So yeah, man. So I feel for Melissa. I really feel for her, but I applaud her for standing up for what's right, and I urge her to continue to do so, which I'm sure she will. You know, and I urge everyone else to do that as well, because that's the only way we're going to see change. You know what I mean?
Well, definitely,
Mm.
definitely. What's
Mm.
it? Is it Jenna Ortega's out now, isn't she?
She is out, but she's
But
a lot
yeah,
of
they tried
people.
to push it for something else. Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's because
she
of
already.
Wednesday.
Yeah, it's a coincidence. She already, because of Wednesday, she couldn't do, as you said it
Yeah,
right. Because of Wednesday,
conflicted.
she couldn't do
Mm.
that, and
Yeah.
so she's pulled out because of that. And they're allowed to do that because there's a contract. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You can't come out of your contract because you say, oh, well, you've just fired one of my friends from the thing, so I'm coming out.
Yeah.
So you can't do
Yeah.
that. You can't.
No,
So
you
you've
can't.
got a contract.
They can sue you. They can
You're
sue
getting
you.
sued. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're getting sued. So,
Yeah.
but you do have a clause if there's a conflict, scheduling conflict, then and especially with the strike that's just happened, that's going to happen a
Yeah.
lot. So,
Yeah.
but now they
And I think
fumbled. They
yeah, they
fumbled the film.
fumbled.
Yeah, because now they've got the two biggest stars. They ain't got no more.
Yeah.
So now what they're going to do? They're going to bring back Neve Campbell. You know what I
Well,
mean?
yeah. Well, this is it. Who are you gonna bring in now?
Yeah,
I'll come.
I wouldn't.
No, I'm joking, bro. I'll come. And I'll say something. Yeah. But boy, yeah. So they tried to make it look like she walked out in solidarity, but it's not that. It's Wednesday, and Wednesday she is her series. That's her series. So that you know, she would have had to make it clear to them. Wednesday is my priority.
Yeah.
And I'll scream if I can.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So let's see what else happens. I mean, it's funny because I spoke to Damien before we came on the show, and it's funny how some stars are treated differently. Because I don't know if you remember, but a couple of weeks ago there was a CAA agent that put up a post supporting Palestine, and they got fired.
They did.
And guess who came to that person? And guess who stood up for that person? Guess what big star who's with CAA stood up for that person?
Go on.
Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise. Did you hear Tom Cruise getting dropped by his agent or getting fired?
Dropped by who? Dropped by who? You don't drop Tom
because
Cruise.
He brings the bag. He brings the bag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's bringing them into the bag. So he ain't getting, but he stood up for that agent. So this is what I'm saying. It's one rule for one and one rule for another. If that Melissa Barrera, where have I gone?
You're there, man. You're there. Don't worry.
Oh, if Melissa Barrera was an A-lister, she wouldn't be getting fired. She wouldn't be getting fired.
No. Well, you don't drop Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise drops you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Simple as that. Simple as that. He is the goose that lays the golden eggs. Do you know what I mean? And that's yeah. As weird as he is, that he's the guy. He's the guy. You can't do that. See, Tom Cruise, you said it all. You said it all right there.
Yeah.
Well, it just seems like there's enough going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot. Well,
what can you do, bro? We just got to keep our heads above water. You know what I mean?
Well, this is it. Just hang on in there. Just hang on in there. But
so
boy,
I guess that's it for today, isn't it?
Listen, yeah. What time is it? Okay. All right. Yeah, it is time to roll. Got a couple of things to do, and I'm sure you have.
Yep.
So from me, Mr. L Rock, I'm out.
And me, Larry Olubamiwo. Peace out.
Right, we'll be back soon. sooner than you'd like. Bye, Damien.